Hey guys, this is TheEnder, and this is going to be Game 3 from the finals of BCTV Star League Season 1. And this is going to be Hero versus Killer, and it's a best of 7. That being said, I mean, we're only like 15 minutes in. Alright, so I'm like 15 minutes in, and we're on Game 3, so this has been a pretty fast series. So alright, here we are. It looks like it's going to be Neo Jade. And so yeah, spawning in the bottom right position, we have our red Zerg player, Killer! And spawning in the bottom left position, our yellow Zerg is going to be Hero. So far, I mean, you could say, you know, ZBZ's a bit of a dice roll in the early game. And by early game, I mean, you know, the first 10 minutes. And Killer's been rolling well. So game 1, he went slightly more economic than Hero, and he made a really good decision and decided to counterattack when he got attacked and got, you know, was forced out of position. He held an excellent defense, and his counterattack won him the game. Game number 2, it was really just came down to the exact same, you know, mirror matchup, mirror build order. Killer got a little bit of extra scouting information, made a really cool decision to avoid the army once again and go for sort of like a base trade. Wasn't really a base trade, he just went straight for the snipe with drones. And, you know, it worked out perfectly for him. So, alright, both these players have gone for 12 something. See, the second overlord is out. Alright, there's the pool. Wait, no, Killer's pool was much faster than that. Killer didn't go for a second overlord. Killer go for a 9 pool again? I think Killer went for a 9 pool, and he's got gas. That's a 9 pool speed versus the 12 pool from Hero. So 12 pool versus 9 pool speed. I think it should be a bit of a tight hold, but I think that the 12 pool should be better. Usually, like I said before, in game number 1, you want to have the one unit of you know, one like economy build order over your opponent in these type of matchups. So like if this is a you know, a 9 pool, then an over pool where you go 9 drones and the overlord then the pool would be, you know, optimal. But this is two units, so the problem is, you know, there's this like slight window where Killer could attack and Hero might just like lose instantly. But it's going to be close. So we'll see. So far, Hero hasn't messed up any of his micro. Sorry, Killer. I keep on wanting to say Hero because I'm thinking 0 from the. But anyways, all right. So Killer's coming in. He's bringing drones. Hero's bringing drones. If that hatchery finishes, then all of a sudden Hero's going to have the advantage because he'll have additional larvae. But in the meantime, he's got a slightly inferior wing count, and he's behind on speed. That being said, he does have drones to fight, and the drones will do a little bit of damage, but they'll also mainly make the enemy Zerglings just like completely bug out. And you say, why? So the drones will do damage, and they will block the Zerglings, but the Zerglings won't auto-target the drones. You know, it's you know, it's Brood War logic, so it doesn't necessarily make the most sense, but you know, it exists. It happens. So alright, this attack looks like it's going pretty well for Hero, and his defense is pretty strong. Two Zerglings do slip into the main, but otherwise I think the defense was pretty good. Alright, it's a speedling. You gotta watch out. Killer's got speedlings. I'm not sure. Alright, so Killer has his Spire going down, and there's not even a layer for Hero. But that being said, he does have a wing advantage. And it looks like his speed has completed as well. So he's got his natural, and he's got speed. Alright, so this has the makings of a longer game. Now, if you are Hero right now, I think the proper move is actually to pull all your drones off gas, go for minerals only, get a whole lot of drones, and spore up. And of course, that is one of the cool things that you can do that actually brings in the possibility of you know, the long 20-minute ZVZ. And that's because, you know, you'll be really far behind on tech, but you'll be really far ahead on economy. So all you have to do is defend until you can get a good economy. And while they have the tech advantage, you lose map control, which means they can expand. And once you get Zergs getting 2 or more bases, and not being able to attack one another, that's where you see the creative tech options in the later game. So, alright, so it looks like Hero is still going for the lair, but he has droned up quite well, which is nice. And the Spire is about to finish, so we need to start planting down that Evo chamber pretty darn soon. Usually it's placed at the front to help block, just a little. But where is it? You really need an Evo chamber soon. Alright, there's the Evo chamber. He'll probably need 2 spores at each base, and he'll probably also want a sunken in the front. And that's mainly to prevent Zerglings from running by and trying to snipe the spores. I don't like that position. It looks like it's rather far exposed. And I don't think a single sunken is going to protect the natural like that. I don't know, so the positioning's a little bit weird. Alright, the mutas are already out. I mean, these spores need to be done, like, now. Like, right now. What is he doing? The Overlord's dead. Come on, morph the spores, dude! I'm sure Hero should know the timings better than me, but I'm getting scared for him right now. Alright, as you can see, Killer is taking his natural behind this since he does have full map control. Spores have completed at the natural. They're pretty far away, so it looks like only 1 spore at a time is going to be able to fire. Spore in the main has completed. Spire in the main is coming up. And a second spore in the main is also going down in a good position. Now this little Hero Zergling looks like it's going to get the scout on Killer's base. And this is rather important. See, right now he sees a swell of Zerglings, which of course, you know, if all Killer has to do is win the Zergling fight, and he wins the game, because all he has to do is snipe the spores. So drones are being pulled off the line, and they're actually not doing much attacking, but it looks like they're doing a pretty good job blocking, which is what you want. The mutas are actually coming in to the fight to snipe off some of the Zerglings. Oh, and of course this is the dirty trick. So you put the mutas over the ramp, and now Killer's Zerglings can move freely between the natural and the main. But every time Hero's Zerglings try to run between the natural and the main, the mutas get to take pot shots on the Zerglings, which is very, very good strategic play from Killer. Looks like he's got 3 Zerglings into the main. They're going to start picking off drones. And it looks like the mutas are on the way from Hero. Don't know how much damage he's taken, though. It looks like in that attack, Killer probably did lose like 2 or so mutas. So that's suboptimal. And he's not mining at all from his natural. So, and it looks like, alright, so it looks like the lings in the main of Hero must have gotten cleaned up. I think Hero's going to win this. He's picking off drones himself, and his Zergling count isn't that high, but he's, you know... Alright, there's the GG from Killer. Yeah. Whew. That was a rough game. Hard to call. But a good defense from Hero. Pulled drones at the right time, killed enough of the Zerglings on the way into the main. And since Killer lost a few of his mutas in that engagement to the Spore, he was very far ahead economically, and he was going to have a superior muta count pretty soon. So, alright. So, Hero is now taking his first game. Score is currently 2-1 in Killer's favor, and we are moving on to game number 4.